Welcome to Cooking for Baby and Me. Today's featured ingredient is nectarines. We'll be making grilled nectarines with sorghum, cottage cheese, and yogurt, and bacon-wrapped pork chop with green nectarines and peppercorn jus. Joining me is Dr. Jami Avellini from St. Luke's University Health Network and Chef Jose Garces. This sounds amazing. Let's get started.
Hi, Chef. Should be delicious. How are you both doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Great. We have a kind of a pretty hot Teflon saute pan. I'm going to start with just a little bit of butter. We're going to let them caramelize nice and slow.
Tell me a little bit about the nutritional value of nectarines.
So nectarines are a great first food for babies. They tolerate it really well. It's very easy to digest. You can introduce it as early as 4 to 6 months.
One of the first, then, like
One
apples.
of the first, yes, absolutely.
Once these caramelize, I'm going to top it with a little bit of sorghum. So sorghum is a derivative of cane sugar. You can see it has, a nice deep, dark, syrupy quality. So I'm going to flip these over.
So kids may like to eat nectarines if they don't like peaches, if they don't like the fuzz on the nectarine, on the peach. So the nectarine doesn't have that. So they're very similar in taste and nutritional value. There's a lot of calcium, potassium, manganese, phosphorus, and folate.
So while these are working, I have a pork chop that I'm going to make that's going to accompany these. We wrapped it in bacon. I usually take the pork and I'll brine it in a salt water and sugar solution overnight, pull it out. This will help remove some impurities and keep the texture of the meat nice and juicy. I have my favorite marinade, roast garlic, herb marinade with rosemary, thyme. I have a pan working that's nice and hot, and we're going to start by adding this chop right into the pan.
That's great. And what about for moms-to-be? What of those nutrients are good for them?
Yeah, it has a great source of folate, which we promote that moms-to-be pregnant patients take an extra folate supplement. It's usually found in the prenatal vitamin, but you can get it in your foods as well.
And these are still a little firm, so I'm actually going to roast them in the oven. So I'm going to roast them with a little bit more butter and some of that sorghum.
Nectarines also have a great source of phosphorus, which helps with your kidney health. And it helps to be a diuretic as well.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to make a romesco verde. First, we're using charred shishito peppers, grapes, scallions, some pistachios. So I have some of my sherry, kind of a sherry roast garlic mixture, and just a good amount of olive oil. Blend away, let it go. I'm going to check on my pork chop while this is working.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Yeah, this is looking good. I'm going to put this in the oven.
So nectarines also have a great source of vitamin A and C. Vitamin C helps to support your immune system and help fight illnesses, and vitamin A is great antioxidant as well as your eyesight.
All right, how are we doing? Looking good? I'm going to pull the nectarines out of the oven. They should be kind of soft to the touch. I pulled my pork chop out of the oven. I'm going to let it rest. For our babies, a good Greek yogurt, a little bit of cottage cheese. We're going to pretend these nectarines are nice and cool. I'm going to drizzle a little more of that sorghum right on there. And then I have some chopped almonds. So I'm going to start by plating a few of these nectarines. Some of that sorghum butter right on there. And we're going to plate a little bit of our romesco verde. I'm going to slice it up. I have my peppercorn pork sauce. I'm just going to add some of that.
Great presentation. That's beautiful.
Thank you very much.
Gorgeous.
This smells amazing. Shall we try it? The nectarine's amazing.
Great.
That is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Let's try the dessert now.
Okay.
It's delicious.
That is so good. My kids would love this.
My son would totally love that.